Good morning, everyone. Myself, B. Mariamma, Assistant Professor, Department of Community Health Nursing, Sri Lakshmi Narayana College of Nursing, Puducherry. Today, we'll see theories of aging. So the general objectives will be at the end of the class, students will be able to acquire adequate knowledge regarding theories of aging and will be able to apply the knowledge in professional area with positive attitude. So the specific objectives are at the end of the class, students will be able to define aging, describe the classifications of old age, list down the epidemiological statistics of old age person, explain the theories of aging. So let's see what is geriatric nursing. Geriatric nursing is the specialty that concerns itself with the provision of nursing services to geriatric or aged individual. Due to their complexity, aged people always deserve personal attention. So nurses, they address physical, psychosocial, cultural, and family concerns as well as promoting health and emphasizing successful aging. So we have a major role here in enhancement of aging as a successful one. So the life expectancy is rising at the rates which call for the proper preparation of nurses to take good care of rapidly increasing number of aged. So as we go with the statistics, the life expectancy is rising. Thus, we have to focus more on the geriatric people. So let's see some of the terminologies related to old age. Gerontology, the study of aging process. Geriatrics, it is the branch of clinical medicine specializing in problems of the elderly. Geropsychiatry, that is the branch of clinical medicine specializing in psychopathology of the elderly population. So these three are the major branches in geriatrics. Aging. What is aging? The process of growing old is said to be aging. So aging is a pattern of life changes that occurs as one grows older. So this is said to be aging. So it is a pattern of the life change that everyone will undergo growing older. That is aging. Next is the classification. So the old age classification, we'll see now. It's the last stage in the life processes of an individual. So about from 60 years to 74 years, they come under young old. Middle old is included from 75 years to 84 years. So above 85 years, it is said to be old people. So these are the classification of old age. Next is the epidemiological statistics. So in the year of 1980, the population of old age is about 25.5 million. And in the year of 2016, it was projected to 43.1 million. Whereas in 2040, it is expected to be 79.9 million. So in statistics, we can see the gradual growth in the population of old age people. So it called for the nurses to provide more focused care over the geriatric nursing. Next, we'll see the theories of aging. So theories we can broadly group into two categories, that is biological theory and psychosocial theory. First, we'll see biological theory. So biology, it in turn, the physical process of aging. It includes molecular and cellular changes in the major organ system and the body's ability to function adequately and resist the disease. So how do our body responds? That will come under the biological theory. So under biological theory, we have 5 things, that is genetic theory, wear and tear theory, environmental theory, immunity theory, neuroendocrine theory. First, we'll see genetic theory. So according to genetic theory, aging is an involuntarily inherited process that operates over time to alter cellular or tissue structures. So this theory suggests that lifespan and longevity changes are predetermined. So genetic theory proposed that everything is predetermined because the genetic material, what is the feed in the genetic material, accordingly the aging process will start. That is the genetic theory. Next is the wear and tear theory. Our body is similar to a machine, so which loses the function when it part wear out. Similarly, when we undergo certain process of changes, then our body will lose the function. That is wear and tear. So we'll see, as people age, their cells, tissues, and organs are damaged by internal or external stressors. The effects of aging are caused by progressive damage to cells and body systems over time. Essentially, our bodies wear out due to use. Once they wear out, they can no longer function correctly. So this compromise wear and tear theory. And the free radicals, which are the waste products of the metabolism, accumulate and cause damage to the important biological structures. According to this theory, these free radicals cause DNA damage, cross-linkage of collagen, and the accumulation of age pigments. So this is the wear and tear theory. So overusage of the cells, the toxins in the diet, or any toxins that is produced in our body, or any other environmental pollutants like UV rays, or exposure to any other carcinogens, any other chemicals, that will lead to the body and the organ cell damage. So the aging results. This is wear and tear theory. So next is the environmental theory. So this theory was proposed by Lawton in the year of 1977. Some of the environmental factors like industrial carcinogens, sunlight, that is the UV light, trauma, or any infection that is existing in the environment contributes to the environmental theory. So the things that is existing in the environment, the factors like carcinogen, sunlight, trauma, infection, these will lead to the aging. That is environmental theory. And it was proposed by Lawton in the year of 1977. Next is the immunity theory. So because of the age, there is a diminish in the functioning of immune system, and that decreases the rate of production of T lymphocytes. That leads to decreased body defense against the bacteria or any germs. So this increase autoimmune responses. Again, that will lead to aging. So it's an immunity theory. Next is the neuroendocrine theory. It proposes that changes in hormone production results in organisms decline because of the hormonal production, that the changes will be occurring in the bodily parts. So as the age progresses, the production of hormones will also differ. So according to the production of the hormone, the body functioning takes place. So that contributes to neuroendocrine theory. So it's entirely depends upon the endocrine system, that is the production of the hormone. So when we are young, our hormones work together to regulate many bodily functions, including our responses to heat and cold, our life experiences, and our sexual activity. So hormones are vital for repairing and regulating our bodily function. And when aging causes a drop in the hormone production, it causes a decline in our bodily ability to repair and regulate itself. So that is derived from neuroendocrine theory. So next, that is, we come to an end to the biological theory. So we have seen the biological theory that includes 5 things, that is genetic theory, wear and tear theory, environmental theory, immunity theory, and neuroendocrine theory. So genetic means the gene material is responsible for the changes that is occurring in our body. So wear and tear means as the aging progress, that every organ in our body will decline in doing the function. So that will again lead into the tearing of the organisms, that is low functioning of the organism, that is wear and tear. So next is the environmental theory. Here the environmental factors that is in the environment, existing in the environment, like chemicals or the sunlight or any other trauma or anything that is the person is exposed to, that will contribute to the environmental theory. So the environment is also responsible for the aging process. Next is the immunity theory. So as the age progresses, the immune response is also declining, so such that it will also decline the functioning of old age. Next is the neuroendocrine theory. So the endocrine system for the production in the hormones declines, thus that it contributes to neuroendocrine theory. So next we'll move on to the psychosocial theory. So psychosocial theory focus on social and psychological changes that accompany advanced aging. So we'll see one by one in detail. Types of psychosocial theory includes personality theory, developmental task theory, disengagement theory, activity theory, and continuity theory. So totally 5 are there. In biology also, we have seen 5 things. Next, personality theory. Personality theory addresses aspects of psychological growth without delineating specific tasks or expectations of the older adult. So it depends upon the personality, the trait. It confirms the activity of the individual. So in a classic study by Richard Lifson and Peterson in 1962, the personalities of older men were classified into 5 major categories according to their patterns of adjustment to aging. So it depends upon the adjustment. How do they respond to an environment? How do they respond to a situation? According to that, Richard Lifson and Peterson in 1962, they have framed some pattern of personality for older men. Those are mature men, rocking chair, armored men, angry men, and self-haters. So this is purely depends upon how do they react to a situation. First is the mature men. So they are considered as a well-balanced person who maintain close personal relationship. And that is, they are so matured, they can able to tackle any situation, and they are well good in establishing the relationship with others. So that is the mature men. So next is the rocking chair. So rocking chair, the personalities are found in passive disposition. That is, they will be withdrawn people and they feel that they are passive in their position. Next is the armored men. Armored men means like a soldiers, they will have a protection. They will carry a weapon with them. That weapon is defense mechanism. They will have a defense over whatever that they are doing. So armored men have well integrated defense mechanism which serve as adequate protection. So like a soldier, they will carry their weapon with them. That weapon is defense mechanism. So and this is armored men. Whatever that they do, they defend with their defense. Next is the angry men. Angry men are bitter about life, themselves, and other people. So they will always have a bitter experience with others and also with themselves. Next is the self-haters. They are similar to angry men, except that most of their animosity is turned inward on themselves. So they are just like the angry men, but here the difference is they will always pointing the mistakes towards them. So they will always have a hatredness towards their self. They will never like that they become old age. So they always contribute that because that I am old age that I cannot do this. So they'll have the bitter experience towards them. It always pointing towards their self. That is self-haters. So these are all the 5 main patterns of personality that Richard Lifson and Peterson in 1962 framed. Mature, rocking chair, and armed men. So these are all considered as a healthy and adjusted individuals, whereas an angry and the self-hated, they are like less successful in aging. Next, we'll see the developmental task theory. So developmental tasks, that is the activities and challenges that one must accomplish at specific stages in life to achieve successful aging. That is the developmental task, that from the childhood, we will have some developmental period. At every stages of the life, we will have some task to complete. So that is the developmental task. So the activities and the challenges that one must accomplish at specific stages in the life to achieve the successful aging. That contributes to developmental theory that you have already read in psychology, in psychiatry, that is Erikson theory. So that is the similar one. So primary task of old age as being able to see one's life as having been lived with integrity. That is the theory proposed by Erikson in the year of 1963. So absence of achieving that sense of having lived well, the older adult is at risk for becoming preoccupied with the feeling of regret or despair. So if one is very successful at their age of the old age, then they will go to the stage of integrity. Otherwise, they feel that they failed in doing all the tasks. So they will go for a regression and disparity. So this theory was proposed by Erikson in the year of 1963. So it is depends upon in the developmental task that they do from the childhood. When they reach the old age, that they will self-analyze that whether we have attained the stage or not. Accordingly, if they are successful in the age, then they will go for the integrity. If they fail in the achievement of their task, then they will feel regret. Next is the disengagement theory. Engagement means to be involved with people and activity. So here disengagement means withdraw from the engagement. That is, older people will need to withdraw from the social contact and will disengage because of the reduced health and loss of social opportunities. Here they will not never, they feel that they are isolated. They feel that they are not potential to go and attend a party. So from this point of view, they will disengage from the society, and also their health contributes there. So because of the inadequate functioning, that is some of the health, some of the disabilities or some health complication, that they cannot able to attend a party. So this health also contributes withdrawn stage. So this is the disengagement theory. So they cannot engage properly with the society or with any community because of their health status, or that they feel that they are older one to communicate with others or to be engaged with others. So this is the disengagement theory. They feel always withdrawn. It is necessary for the proper functioning of a growing society. So the engagement is engagement with other, socialization with other people is always needed. So the benefit to the older adult is thought to be in providing time for reflecting on life accomplishment. The benefit to society is thought to be an orderly transfer of power from old to young. So next is the activity theory. The way to age successfully is to stay active. So if you see the older people also do not say that they are old, they cannot do any activity. So always say successful aging is staying active. So Sadok and Sadok suggested that social integration is the prime factor in determining psychosocial adaptation in later life. So social integration is the prime factor. So always you allow the older age people to socialize with the other people. Always give some importance to their conversation with others. So that is the prime factor. So this theory holds that the maintenance of activities is important to most people as a basis for deriving and sustaining satisfaction, self-esteem, and health. So you just account any activity to their older people and you just appreciate them that they did it well. So it always boosts their self-esteem. So if you do not divide any work to them, if you do not assign any work to them, saying that they are old age, they cannot do anything, they will simply sitting in one places and there will not be any mobilization or activity for the people, that will impede the health and also the mental ability of the older people. So always provide some active participation in what are the things that they have to. Next is the continuity theory. So the continuity theory of normal aging states that older adults will usually maintain the same activity, behavior, relationship as they did in their earlier years of life. So according to this theory, older adults try to maintain this continuity of lifestyle by adapting strategies that are connected to their past experiences. The theory deals with the internal structure and the external structure of continuity to describe how people adapt to their situation and set their goals. The internal structure of an individual, such as personality, ideas, and beliefs, remain constant throughout the life course. This provides the individual a way to make future decisions based on their internal foundation of the past. The external structure of an individual, such as relationship and social goals, provide a support for maintaining a stable self-concept and lifestyle. So according to continuity theory, they suggest that whatever the experiences that they had in their childhood, from the period of childhood to the middle age or to the adulthood, that is the continuation of the older thing. So whatever that they have experienced, they will share that to the younger ones, and they will have a adequate experience about the decision making or critical thinking. So that is the continuity theory. So coming to the conclusion, aging is a universal, intrinsic, progressive, and deleterious process that we cannot avoid the thing. So we have to focus more on aging and prepare your adequate care for providing the old age people, because the statistics says that they are increasing in the population, that we have to provide adequate care and responsibilities towards the healthy aging. These are all some of the references. Thank you.